Hey guys, Dan Frio here from themortgageupdate.net. Today I want to talk about online mortgage applications, and basically the ones that you go to. I think most of the clients think they're getting a loan through this company. I may be wrong, but you put in all your data, and what happens is that data then gets sold to a lot of other places. So the one that comes into mind, and I've had 3 calls just this week on this, is Lending Tree. Okay, I'm going to reference this, and I'm going to do a diagram here. Lending Tree and me. I'm Dan. Okay, what happened? A guy, he asked me this question point blank the other day. Dan, what's the difference between you and Lending Tree? There's quite a bit, and actually, in his scenario, I probably saved him a lot of, I'll say, grief. And here's what I mean. He goes online and he puts in his information in Lending Tree. Lending Tree then sells his loan off to places. Okay, then these places might sell them off to more places. So what happening? Your data is going all over the map. Okay, what you want to be careful of is a lot of things. Is one, well, you have a lot of data out there going to different places. 2, you got to watch these places don't start pulling your credit, because if all these places pull your credit scores are going to plummet, and that's going to affect you in the long run. But what this client did is when he called, he randomly, you don't really know your credit scores, so you're going to get an inaccurate quote because of that. The property was a rental property. That wasn't completely disclosed at the beginning. And after talking with him in detail, we kind of got through, all the facts behind everything. The house is currently vacant. That's one thing. The house is currently listed for sale. That's another thing. Let's just start with those. So if you have a credit score variance, you're going to have a huge difference. There's a difference between 600 credit scores, 700 credit scores, 740 credit scores, 780 credit scores, and so forth. So, if these companies are all pulling your credit, you're going to get really dinged there. But you're not really going to get an accurate quote, because they really don't know. Most of these companies haven't talked to you. They don't really know the facts behind everything. So basically, let's just break it down. What do? You apply on here. I don't know if you know for sure that you're applying with Lending Tree, or in fact you're applying with possibly 5, 10, 15 other places, because Lending Tree is not going to do that alone. They're going to sell off your data. Okay, so you're going to get dispersed all over the place. All right, and it's basically computer generated. I do kind of the same thing, but mine is dealing with a person. You call me, and I have probably 21 different lenders that we work with. They're all wholesale lenders to get you the best rate as cheap as we can. And what I mean by wholesale is, my best analogy is, you go out to a steakhouse. They're not going to Jewel or the big supermarket buying their steaks. They're actually going to a warehouse, or a steak warehouse district or meat district, and buying the best steaks around as cheap as they possibly can get them. That's wholesale. Okay, so we deal with mostly all wholesale mortgage companies, and most of them, all they do are mortgages, not checking, savings, auto loans, and things like that. They specialize on this. That's how we're able to get the best rates in town. We do not charge you any processing fee. We don't charge you an underwriting fee. You're going to save a ton on fees as well, because most direct lenders, they're going to charge you between $500 and $1,500 in a processing fee. So that's another thing to be concerned about. And my next video is going to be basically, don't be wowed on the interest rate. Watch your fees, because the big trick going on right now in 2018 is they're wowing people with rates. I had a client that sent me their loan details the other day. They were getting a rate that was about 1/8 lower than me, so they think, that's awesome. I'm just going to go with them because of that. We compared the fees. Their fees, I don't know how, but they were $14,000. And you take out the escrow, because the escrow is a part of that, which is kind of deceiving. But you take out that escrow balance, and they were paying probably $7,000 in fees. How? I don't know. They had to been being charged probably 2 points and a processing fee and this fee and that fee, and then they juice up the title report fees because a lot of lenders are affiliated with title companies. So they kind of juice the whole thing all over the place. So you break it down, my rate was an eighth higher. So let's say it was $5 more, $10 more. They end up paying, or if they would have went that route, they would have paid, in that instance, I think my costs were $700. And I think the cost beforehand was, I think it was $5,000 that they were paying. You're talking about $4,300. It'll take you 50 years to recoup that cost. You'll never recoup it. So which loan is better? But let's get back to this again. What I do is I take your data. I personally will take it. I will pull one credit report. It won't be pulled multiple times. All these lenders that I submit you to and shop you around to and negotiate your costs and fees and interest rate with will use my credit report. It's a one pull. Another big benefit. This is probably the biggest. I'll talk to you. I'll go through it. It's not a computer automated thing. When you're getting called by the time you get down into here, you're basically talking with just telemarketer sales guys. I've been doing this 29 years, so I'm going to talk with you about all the details. Do you live in that house? Do you not live in the house? What's the condition of the home? What liens do you have? Why are you doing this? What's your goals? I'm going to let you know if there's any obstacles. Is the property listed for sale? You're going to run into a big issue there. Is the property in trust? You might run into a big issue there. Is there some deferred maintenance on the house? You might run into issues there. If your credit score varies from, if it's a 600 versus a 650 versus a 700, there's huge variances there. The list goes on and on and on. What kind of property is it? Condo, townhouse, single family home? Everything is a piece of this process. So, do you want to deal with a computer-generated application that goes to a salesperson? Not in most cases, these aren't even loan officers. They're just inside salespeople taking your data. They might be licensed, they might not. A lot of federally chartered companies don't have to be. Or are they just data entry people that really don't know programs? They just want to get that package out to you and get the ball rolling. Are they going to go over fees with you? Are they going to go over rates with you? All these things. If you want personalized service, this is the way to go. If you want to go down a path you don't know where it's going, this is the way to go. So just like I said, if you like this video, you find it informative, what I try to do is not try to sell you on something. I try to educate you on things that, if somebody can beat what I can do on the rates and the fees and the costs and how we do it, God bless you, go with them. Please be aware on what you're getting into. That's the biggest thing here. And I'm starting a new tutorial system that's going to be like this, and I'm going to break down every piece of the system. That where a lot of people are being deceived right now, and it's starting again. With the market crash years ago, a lot of people were being deceived. It's happening again because the regulations are starting to loosen up a little bit. So be careful in what you're getting into. I'd love to help you. I'd love to even go over, if you have a quote right now, I'd love to compare that with you. I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm not going to steer you wrong, and I will back up what I tell you I can or can't do, and I will tell you the truth. So appreciate you watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe below. Also, you can go directly to my website, watch multiple other YouTube videos. You can check out all the programs available at this time to buy, refinance, do things like that. FHA, VA, USDA. HARP programs are still around. So if I could be of any help, please let me know. You can also reach me at 630-338-1160. And again, I want to just thank you for watching the video. Have a great day, and God bless.